What a big year ahead, but let's start with the cost of living crisis. Today, the Prime Minister reached new levels of incompetence. He's all but given up on ideas to help your hip pocket. First, Albo lied to us about stage 3 tax cuts. Then this morning, when trying to again weasel his way out of his backflip, he was pushed by Sky News political editor Andrew Clennell on whether the government has other solutions to help Aussies through the cost of living crisis. This was all Albo could come up with.
Now, the option is to do nothing about it.
But there have to be more options, sure.
And what's more, well, I await you suggesting some, Andrew, because we asked Treasury and Finance for them.
Oh, and it gets worse.
Was reinstating El Mito looked at, which is about the sum of this? Was energy bill relief looked at? Were any other measures looked at as well as this?
I've invited you, Andrew, to come up with other ideas.
So let me get this right. He's waiting for others, including journalists apparently, to come up with the ideas for him. He's run out of ideas himself. He claims there will be some measures in the budget, but if he can't even answer basic questions on cost of living, he's going to have a hard time trying to sell his stage 3 tax changes this week on his big tour of Middle Australia, as he keeps telling us about.
This is a plan for Middle Australia.
In Middle Australia, support Middle Australia.
Middle Australia, Middle Australia, Middle Australia, Middle Australia.
So who exactly is Middle Australia?
Is someone on 155,000 in Middle Australia?
Of course they are, and they'll get a tax cut.
Is someone in 180,000 in Middle Australia?
Of course they are, and they'll get a tax cut.
Is someone on 220,000
You know what?
in Middle Australia?
They'll all get a tax cut.
PM doesn't even know that. Let me tell you who he is targeting as part of his tax changes: voters in Dunkley. According to 2021 census data, Dunkley's median weekly household income is $1,718, lower than the national average of $1,746. According to Labor's own figures, 63,000 people, or 87% of workers in Dunkley, will receive a larger tax cut under the proposed tax changes. You see, this is just a sweetener for voters there ahead of the March by-election. Labor holds Dunkley on a 6% margin. You'd think it would be a safe seat. But the PM is panicked. Don't forget, Labor would be conducting internal polling in this seat, and they don't like what they see. A loss there, or even a narrow victory, could be fatal for Albo's leadership, and he knows it. But there's still another simple question Albo can't answer. How will he win crossbench support?
I'm going to ask you to repeat this again. You are not going to change this plan.
We will put our plan to the Parliament. That's what we're doing.
And you don't intend to change it?
We are putting our plan to the Parliament.
How can we trust you, PM? Remember when you said, "My word is my bond"?
My word is my bond.
Looks like that meant a whole bunch of nothing. He will be haunted by his words in 2024 and beyond.